Hello, good day. Once again, I am Engineer Olaolu Akikumi. Now, today, we want to look at how the admin dashboard look like from 05 Technology Solution, the best software, the smartest software for the smartest school. And like I said earlier, this port is a portal system, not just result automation. Thank you as you go with me. Now, let me log in. This is a fast login port, so you don't have to go back to login page at every time. As long as you time out, the system will bring this page out at any of the page you are. So what I just have to do is just to put my login details there. This my screen is just a dummy system. My username and password. So it's going to load everything out. Okay. Now I want to now talk about the overview of the admin dashboard. Here is where the password, where the person that is logging can change his password. Like I said earlier, I'm logging as a system admin. For this school now, they have 25 days remaining. The countdown to when the subscription will expire is here. The SMS that they have left in this school now, they have 17 SMS left. They have 21 students, parents. Then this school have already uploaded 1.08 MB, and they have, and this one means if at the end of the time they can move the school to the new term. So this is where we are going to talk about them later in a later session. This is the news panel. So any news that has been added will show here for all the admin. Then the uploaded document panel. Probably the document has expired. That was why it's not coming here. All the document will come here. If they have the portal, the start portal is selected during creation or after edited. This all the payments will come here. On the school payment will be here. Then to add the parents, this is where it is. The selection of fee. For instance, just one. Then select the class that is paying it. Then the section, and it's going to load the member in the class out. So select the member, then the amount the person pay. Although the cost of this payment is 25,000, but in case they did not pay up to that, what you need to do is just to put the money there the person is paying, then add it to cart. Then like that you add everyone to cart, then you will submit. But we are still talking about payments later. Now it's just general overview. Can you see the payment code, the username, everything is there. Then that's why you have the offline payment. But if it is e-payment, don't need to do all this guys. Immediate person pay, everything is automated and it work like that. These are the e-payment transaction history. Current one going. Like I said, this is a dummy school, so everything is not live. It's just think of. Then this is assignment history. So this is where you will probably, if you just joining us now, you want to add about 2 or 3 of sessions. So this is where we add the students to those classes before you can now work on them on their results and so on. The class students, this will be visible to all class teachers, and the chief admin will see for all the schools, but the class teacher will only see for their classes. So here a lot of things can be edited, change the term end, datas, just see how it look like, the attendance, the remark, and so on and so forth. The midterm end, the one that will be in the CA result, and then to move student to the new class, the all clubs, okay, for the all project club and so on, where they have the ability. This is the news section, but the reason we are not seeing any news is that all of them has expired. So that was why. If not, the news should have come up, but school can always re-add the news. This is the document uploads. Okay, this one has expired. So that was why we are not seeing them. So the school can always do something about that. Document upload of the school. The SMS, the SMS there. The email. This is where they assign the teachers. Be able to assign teachers to course so that they will be the subject teacher. and teachers can have access to put results for every of their courses. So that is where it is done. This is the student. This is where we add the student picture. In case you don't add it on registration, kind of registration, you can add it later. This is the student, the details, and when you want to add, you have to select either is a registered parent or a new parent. If it's a registered parent, you just need to provide the details. We are going that place later. But if it is a new parent, some form will be out that will fill the parent. So we are coming back there later. We are still on the overview. This is your parent that we have. We add parent on student registration, but in case the parent has been registered before, you don't need to select the parent. This is where you add the staff, the pictures, and almost everything here too can be edited. You can always edit it, choose different sets, and edit it based on the permission. But if admin have access to everything, this is the title. You can add as many titles as you want, like chief, reverend, doctor, but you have to find a way to separate the male and female so that you'll be able to select sex. So on selection of title, the system will automatically select the text for you. This is a very important area, the payment, the ability to select this payment. We are going to get there when we get to the payment section. Payment clients, you can have something like the school admin, the PTA, and so on and so forth. It's just for accountability purpose to be able to know different section payment are going for. This is the school bank where banks will be created. This is psychometric details. Here you will be able to add the psychometric details. This blue one are the alternate one, and you can change any of the from the main one to the alternate one at any time. So this is the psychometric description. Those that's going to work for, because we may have different psychometric one for the main one and the alternate one, the arms, and so on and so forth. We cover that one more in the subsequent video. This is the school arms that we have for the primary school. What you just to do, just to add one and then select it on everything. So this is the subject. You have to select the groups that are doing it, the arms that are doing it. For instance, for chemistry, you have to, this will just be science only. Okay. For English, okay. For basic science, no, that will be GSS, and so on and so forth. But this is a dummy school, so all the things may not be totally correct. But in the live schools, then this is a class, where the class belong for, that basic 3, basic 1, and so on and so forth. This is the assignment. Okay, this is where the admin. This one is, the other one is released to the teacher. This one is released to the admin or people with relevant permission, where you assign teachers to subjects. To assign a teacher to subject, what the teacher just needs to do is just to press this button, select the teachers that you have, the subject, the class, the term, whether it's for first term, second term, and third term, password, and submit the form. That is just all you need to do, and teachers will be added. Then the psychometric result, here you can always edit it here for each of the students too, in case there is any problem in it. All approved student results also is here, so you can always change it to taste. All payments is also here. Let me just talk a bit of the payment before I end this video. Now we have different type of payments. Put the name, must be unique. For instance, if the JS commercial is paying different one from science, you can just add commercial there to differentiate it, because the name must be unique. Describe it so that you'll be able to understand what you are doing. Then you select the type. This one is the most important area of this place, because what you select here determines the integrity of the e-payment and so on, because it has been well programmed. So first time payment ones can maybe first time school fees only. So if the person has paid, they won't pay it again. But if it's first time every, it means the payment is only available on first time, but you can pay it more than once. So you have to select the relevant one. The session payment is just one. Time payment is available for each time. General payments at any time the payment is available. General payment can be stocks. Then the priority is there. You have to tell us whether it's a optional payment or compulsory payment. This is very useful in one of the video we are going to talk about. Put the amount of the payment there. Select the classes that are paying the payment. It can be one, it can be many. Just select it. But if the payment cost amount are different, you have to create them differently. but and control them with this class. Then after the class, you have to select the arms too of that class that is paying it. You have to select the bank the e-payment should go to, so that when person pay it, then the password, and that is all. And the e-payment, our e-payment is second to none. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. I still remain engineer Olalu Akikumi, the chief tech officer of 05 Technology, maker of school management solution.